Yeah, I gotta wipe that up. Anyway, back at it. So like I was saying, man, it's not cool. I have no problems with homosexual in any form or shape. Like I said, I agree with people choosing and being. This is America. You feel me? It's America. You are free to be whoever you want to be. You're free to choose and it's the land of the free. You feel me? But at the same time, I also have my thoughts. I'm a spiritual individual, more on the spiritual side than religious side. You know what I mean? So my spirit doesn't sit well with that. Not homosexual or anything else like that. They can do whatever they want to do. Two men together in the privacy of their own home has nothing to do with me. Even if I see two men kissing, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me. You feel me? It was a shock to my system when I first came to this country. I never seen it. So when I seen it here, it was fascinating and I was intrigued. I'm like, what the hell? Like, it was mind-boggling, but it was like, you take a look at it and you're like, okay, all right, that's what they want to do. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't care about it. But now that it's like something that is like, they try to force it down on you and shit, politics and everything else, and they try to make you accept it for. I'm like, yo, what about my religious purpose? What about my religious rights? What about the amendments and everything else like that? I have a right to disagree with that. Like I don't have a right to attack or anything else, but I have a right to be like, no, this is not for me, and that's my choice. You can't tell me, yo, you gotta be no. I don't have to be part of that. They can do their thing and I do my thing. Even if it means I have to go throughout the whole world and not find my own, I'm like, it's okay, but I would not be part of that. I'm sorry. No matter what they do, I'll stand on my own. I'll stand on it. And I'm gonna speak my mind on it. It's wrong. It is wrong for people to try to, like, yo, Steve is Steve. All right, cool. You feel me? I'm more than that Adam and Eve side. You feel me? I like Adam and Eve. I'm Adam and I want my Eve. You feel me? Shit, nigga. I don't even want Jezebel. Imagine me picking another Steve. Like, that shit is crazy, bro. I'm just saying, like, don't take it offensive. I'm just saying, though. I hope you niggas didn't listen, and I have to wear my oversized shirt again. Don't judge me. I run outfits back. Feel me? But that being said, you dig? The whole trend movement and the way they try to model in front of me, because they know the things that you see over and over, you more likely to be. So when they start when they start doing that, I feel like they're trying to treat me like a kid, and I'm like, nah, I can't. Like, I'm not a kid. I know what I want. I know, trust me, I know what I want. I know they be. To me, that's equivalent to a wolf in sheep clothing. You feel me? If you don't accept that concept, then why would you expect me to accept that? You dig? Like I said, man. In the past, I had no problem with that. I didn't care for it. But now that is being constantly trying to be thrown in my way, I'm like, I have to speak on it. Like, no. And like I said, homosexual people do go through a lot. No other group have went through the things that African American have went through. So if I'm gonna have any sympathy for anybody, it'll be the African American first before I even have any sympathy for any form of category that they put us in. Unfortunately, I am a human being first, but in this world, this reality that we live in, I am black first. You feel me? I know I am a black man. Even if when you're homosexual, you a black homosexual or black transgender, you are still more likely to get discriminated upon. So it's black first on that agenda. So the things that I stand for also fall in line to fight for the justification and the righteous treatment of homosexual too. It fall in line for that. But I will not be part of it. I mean, you can't blame me for that. Even the leaves behind me agree with me. You feel me? So you can try to attack me and everything else like that, and try to like this. That's one of the main reasons why I've been getting attacked too, because of these things and everything else. Like, I'm not, man. I'm not going. Nah, I mean, I know some of these niggas, like I said, some of these niggas believe in it so cold-heartedly that sometimes they look convincing. You be like, what the fuck? Like, this nigga is pulling it off. Like, this nigga really, like, must have, like, that nigga must have felt like he was really a woman to be pulling it off like that. Like, pulling it off. You know, I'm talking about transgender and everything else like that, but, you know, the transgender. Let me not speed through it. Sometimes I try to speed through it like it's gonna make a difference, but truth be told, man, that's not my cup of tea, man. You feel me? That's just not my cup of tea. I like the real thing. You feel me? When you see a woman, you be like, that's not. But some of these niggas done take it to a whole nother level. They act. That's why it makes me question about a woman who even get these kind of things done. And I'm like, some people have their purpose for it. Some people have to do it for certain reasons and everything else like that. I'm talking about a real woman. But when these men, I be like, damn. Then I always gotta remember, okay, this person was born a boy, so you should be able to handle it. I can't think of you as a woman. You feel me? You gotta put your emotions aside and understand where I'm coming from too. I mean, like, this shit is scary. To me, it's scary. It's the scariest thing on earth. I done seen lions, tigers, and bears. Oh, my. It's a straight zoo, but that is scary. That's extremely scary. I'm sorry to say. You feel me? It is scary to me. You feel me? And worst of all, we neglecting our women. I want to know what kind of psychology it will have on them in the long run. You feel me? It doesn't have a good psychology at all. A lot of niggas are gonna get got with this new shit coming on. No wonder why Joe Biden his first act on things is to pass that. I'm like, yo, Joe, like, you bugging, my nigga. Have you seen the shit that's going on out there? I think it's out of control. I just feel like this is something that they just where was they at before this? Like, the pandemic really seems like just pushed them forward. I'm just sorry. Like, some of them, I almost felt trapped to some of them at the job. Talking about these niggas, when you think of a bad bitch, these niggas got the whole shit down pack. And I'm like, this is disturbing. In New York City, the regular girls that I used to see in New York City, you be like, damn, that bitch is bad, da-da-da. That's what I'm seeing out here, but these bitches is niggas. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? You feel me? I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you can't even tell a bad bitch from a fake bitch. I'm like, yo, this is not good. Sorry for using the word bitch, but I'm sorry. Like, it's scary out there. I'm just gonna have to check your birth certificate. Check if the kids. Some of these niggas is lying about their kids. Like, they're like, yeah, I got kids. I'm like, come to find out these niggas ain't even got kids. Yeah, he had a kid when he's a boy. Fuck that. Yeah, that shit's scary, man. I'm sorry, man. I can't do it. I try. Not that I try to do it with them. No, I try to accept it, but I can't. I need more maturity on that. I'm talking about enhancement of your senses. That's not an enhancement of senses. That's basically tricking your senses to be like, this is okay. And then it's like, and it's not okay. It's not okay. And y'all can't get mad at me for that. Maybe I'm not gonna record this. That was a mistake. But this is gonna be the end of my video on this one, man. mind-boggling, man. I swear, man. I'm like, nah, man. Because I'm gonna have to. I'm on this celibate shit for real until I figure it out. If I gotta be celibate for a few more years, then that's what I'm going to do. Because I need me real pussy. Like, I need to feel comfortable in what I don't want to be tricked into thinking I'm sleeping with a woman. No. It even had me questioning, and I'm going back in my what do they call it? Catalog? My catalog. And I'm like, damn, all the bitches that I slept with, imagine one of them niggas got me, yo. Know what I mean? I'm gonna have to start checking all these niggas. So I'm like, yo, these bitches better have some kids in their life. Know what I mean? We gonna have to check that. Imagine they got you like that, bro. I know a few niggas, like a lot of girls used to tell me, yeah, one of my homegirls, she even used the word homegirl. Can you believe that shit? She like, one of my homegirls be sleeping with guys and she doesn't tell them that she's a man. I'm like, what? How the fuck these niggas don't know? And she's shaking her head and she is in deep thought. Like, when I asked her that question, I'm like, how the fuck these niggas don't know? She was like, this is the face she gave me. She was like, just in deep thought. Like, she was in deep daze. Like, it's hard to tell. And I'm like, it's hard to tell. What the fuck you talking about? Now I know. I'm like, what the fuck? She's like, he don't be telling them. I'm like, nah, that nigga gay. I was telling her that nigga gay. Like, there's no way he can't tell. Now I'm like, what the fuck? Like, these niggas is stuff. Some of them are 18, 30, in between 25. I'm like, yo, nah. I'm sorry. Yeah. Now I see it. I'm like, I'm gonna have to hit her up just to. I'm like, yo, now I see this shit is crazy. I'm like, yo, I said, girl, you shouldn't even want to hang out with that because we're gonna think you one of them too. Like, now I have to back away from you as a person. And I know it's gonna be offensive to ask a girl if you meet a girl the first time, look, you a man, was you born a boy? That's offensive. That takes away from her beauty. What are you trying to say? I look like a boy? Like, you feel me? Like, girls are very conscious about these things. So it's like, it bothers me to even put her in that position. But then again, it takes away from me for not asking that kind of question nowadays. You have to ask that question nowadays. And how do we train ourselves? How do we train ourselves when it comes to conversation, on having these kind of conversation without the person taking it without the person taking it as offensive or personal? You feel me? Think about it. How am I supposed to? How am I not supposed to ask that question? Because I feel like it's my right to ask that question as a man. I have to ask that question. I'd be like, yeah, like, you know, was you born a boy or girl, my nigga? I have to ask that now. And then since I don't feel comfortable in asking that question, I'm like caught up in a rapture. I'm like, I can't even ask that question no more. You feel me? I can't ask that question. I'll be like, I don't know what I'm talking. I'm talking to a dude. I'm talking to a girl now. And I'm like, you feel me? It kind of shape you up like, okay, cool. Now you're supposed to look at women. It kind of, and my intelligent self is telling me, well, this is probably, because I always look for the things. Why is this happening? I'm looking like, okay, maybe the reason why it's happening the way it's happening, because maybe God wants us to see the woman in a different light instead of just of sexual purposes or just for a woman where you could just try to, you know, spit game and try, you know, be slick with your words and just talk to her like a human being. And on the other hand, I'm a man. Like, of course, if I'm talking to a girl and everything else and I feel like she look good, I'd be like, yo, what's up? Like, you feel me? But that question got to come in. Like, you feel me? Like, I got to sneaking in there. Oh, this man got to be honest and be like, I was born a boy. And if you still want to continue, if you keep it G like that, I'd be like, at least you kept it all the way 1,000. Now you give the person the decision to continue the conversation and keep going for it or not. Know what I mean? But most of these niggas ain't gonna keep it 1,000 like that. They take it offensive because they don't even want to identify that side of them. Yeah, holla, man. This shit crazy, man.